Hey. um hey guys. Well, nobody's here yet, but have you guys ever attempted going live with the fear? I can't. Anyway, it's like I can't. The fear. Have you guys ever pushed through the fear of something where you're literally shaking and trembling and you want to fucking throw up? Have you ever? And I feel like I'm gonna fucking pass out. We'll get through it. Like, people do this all the time. So here we are. We're just gonna maybe I should grab like a brown bag and just until it's like, are you good? Like, well, I'm still shaking. No. Okay, I don't know. It's not that serious. But if you engage or interact or whatever, if you have the privilege of connecting with somebody who has become a presence and they can tell you about the first couple times they did the thing, I'm really certain they're gonna describe something similar. It's like, did you just have an orgasm? You're panting. Like, I don't know. Isn't that bizarre? It's like, what, your breath, we start breathing weird. Hey, I'm just trying to. It's called. Public transcendence. I don't know. It's like. Publicly, actually, it's not much difference from my first like couple weeks. You'd have to scroll back through 1,500 videos to see my first. But if you guys could scroll for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to the first fucking videos, I hyperventilate. I feel the same right now. My dad, haven't talked to my dad in months. We had a separation. But anyways, in the beginning, my dad was like, why is it different just because you're live? And I'm like, what? Well, I don't know. What is it? And actually, there is a study. There's like a whole realm just designated to studies and experiments. But anyways, there's a study that hooks up these fucking nodes to a machine and it, like, calibrate or like records your fucking breathing and your heart rate and all the things or something. This is a long time ago, but anyways, there's it's a study where like a phenomenon, just give me like 3 minutes so I can just fucking but for the first 3 minutes I'm assuming anyways, there's this study. Maybe some of you have heard of it and can clarify if I bosh it, but it's like people, or let's just say whatever scenario, they put a subject in, let's just say a room with a table and a person, and I don't know, something is like they have to clean up a mess or something. I don't know. They're just like, okay, so the experiment is you're gonna go into this room and you're gonna clean up this mess. And so all they know is they're cleaning up a mess. But the actual experiment is like I said, I'm boshing it, but I'm trying to, my point is, when this been proven. Actually, I think the actual experiment was somebody they just had sit in a room, not necessarily signed up for an experiment, like, okay, sit in this room, but like, I don't know, somehow they had to give like consent, right? So somehow, maybe afterwards, they consented to being um, on display, or for the public or whatever. Like, they're like, okay, yeah, you can use that information, it's harmless. And it is. I'm getting Ant-Man, I don't know, hold on. So the phenomenon is, there's so many phenomena. One day I want to work in the what the fuck? I hate it when I can't think of words, you guys, I'm sorry. I want to work in the department of analyzing a situation, like experimenting, or being the manager of what we're going to experiment. And it's gonna be fucking harmless. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Nobody's gonna be okay. I know. My point. Whoo! Okay, I'm good. There's this experiment where they have the camera is on the subject, and the subject has like these like wires. So clearly they know they're doing something. Or the subject knows something's happening, but they don't know what. I don't. Anyways, the detail or the data that comes through when somebody is being on camera, when somebody's being recorded but doesn't know, their body fucking knows. It's like their soul, or it's like when you're like, what was that? It's like nobody said or felt or heard anything, but like you just like you know something happened. And it's like your body has this fucking the body, the psyche, the emotional body, the psychological body, the physical body. It's like all these fucking bodies have their own fucking brain, let's just say, and one of them is aware if they're being observed. It's like it's proven. There's this, I don't know, the little things they when the camera turns on, the fucking data lights up. And so my point is, my dad was like, well, what's the difference when you go live? Why can't you just not hyperventilate? And I'm like, because I'm being observed, and some sort of body, fucking the ego body, let's say the ego body freaks out. The ego body is on display or whatever, you guys. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Here we are. Oh my gosh. So have you guys ever heard, is that what I titled it? I wrote something down. Anyways, okay. I did set up the comments to be 30 seconds apart from each comment. So, maybe there's a bunch of comments, but like only comes in every 30 seconds, I believe. Like, I've only done this a couple times. So, if you don't see your comment, or if whatever, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to acclimate to the situation, which is we got things that have you guys ever heard kind of things. And so I want to hear you guys start with the sentence, have you ever heard? Just like I said, have you ever heard of that experiment? Did you guys hear that? So I'm gonna be a little, and I might not look at the comments because it's distracting. But so my friend, and I'm gonna be all over the place, and I trust most of you. Like when I'm describing a concept or a scenario, or trying to get like a pearl of wisdom out from a discussion or whatever I'm saying. And sometimes I've been watching some of my videos lately, and I'm like, oh my god, I never fucking finished my point. And so I hope you guys can connect the dots sometimes when I lose train of thought. Because when you come on live, and I'm doing this for you guys, there's no reason to put myself through this. Except the integration of, it was like growing up. It was like you were in elementary school, 6th grade, you graduated or whatever, and you go into junior high. It's like there's this 3 months, there's summertime where you're like, okay, we're about to be adults, and like something shifts. Well, okay, I'm gonna go on like 100 tangents, but this is it's gonna be delivered, we're not gonna freak out forever. We're just the first few videos maybe. So it's like, okay, just let me be. But anyways, you go through that 3 months of summer, you're like, okay, I gotta acclimate to, well, they don't use that word, but like, and then I don't know, once you hit like 12 or 13, those fucking hormones start, I don't know, how does that even work? It's like we have like hormones that all of a sudden at fucking 12 or 13, they just poof and activate, and you're like, oh, I feel like last summer I was like, I sabotaged that girl, but now I want to go spank her butt. It's like we shift into these, it's like we grow up, but often we don't do it on display. Like we don't publicly display our ascension or our growth or acclimating to the maturity of, like, okay, I might be in my mid 40s, so let's just act like it. I don't know, it's so weird. We're not taught to recognize or to focus on these shifts necessarily. Everybody's just like, well, they'll figure it out and they're going through a shift. But like, if we focus on these shifts, if we can identify a little bit, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to manage the department of the experiment of identifying the shifts. I don't fucking know. But anyways, we go through these fucking shifts, and then we get over it. Some of us don't exactly acclimate as well as others, but like to each their own ability, right? Okay, so we are acclimating to a level of maturity where we don't hyperventilate when we turn the camera on, and then we could just recognize, like, you might say something that you're gonna regret. It's like, I regret the whole last 5 minutes, but fuck it, right? It's like, So, that's what I was saying. My friend, he's an um, a videographer, somebody that works with content creators and music videos, um, and the story behind it. If you guys can remind me how we met, oh my god, this guy though, he is a content creator as well as developing other people's content, or upgrading it, whatever. He's got like a 6,000. He's got like two $6,000 cameras that they use, cinematic high def for the movies. He fucking invested in these cameras, and this is worth mentioning because I'm in Mesa, Arizona. Turns out Mesa, Arizona has the number one or number two, like the top 2 or 3 studios in the world or in the nation. I don't know, maybe the world. It is gotta have a name. You can probably look it up. Anyways, he utilizes the studio, like the top fucking studio. He sent me a photo of it. It's fucking dope. It's like, anyways, all the things, and you have to rent out the space, whatever. Anyways, he goes live, often, and he told me the other day he was live for like over 8 hours. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting where the lens is. Okay, right there. He goes live for like, or did this a few days ago, for 8 hours. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, people come and go. He's like, I don't hyperventilate because people click off. He's like, even when I have nobody in the chat, he's like, I just go take a shit. He's like, he just goes and does something. He comes back, and I think his main motivation for doing like 8 hours is for the money, right? But he's also just aligned with the practice of creator content. That's just his jam, and he'll just come on. And so I just called him like, I don't know, an hour ago. I never called anybody. I called like the only 3 people I know today. I was like, we talked for an hour. Anyways, he was like, I'm online live, and so are you. And I was like, oh, hey. I mean, I worked it out, and it was a fun conversation, but it's like, if I got a phone call right now, I wouldn't answer it. I'm not trying to focus on the live, babes. But after talking to him, I'll fucking answer it. And oh my gosh, my phone just lit up. Have you guys ever had your technology engage with you on a regular? My phone, without fail, will light up every time I move. Like, let's say I'm in the living room and I go into my bedroom where my phone is. I walk into the bedroom and the phone lights up. Or if I'm just sitting in the living room and my phone is on the counter and I cough or I adjust, or actually it's like, have you guys ever experienced the technology engaging with you? It just did it again. And so, but sometimes I'm like, okay, let's just like intentionally, just did it again. Let's just intentionally request it to light up. And never will it do it when I'm like, it's just did it again though. Anyways, my friend, he I'll just tell you the story. about how we met, because he does these pranks. Like his one of his segues or his segments is pranks, and he. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna tell you guys this, but I was hired as a private chef for a gal with cancer, and hold on. Holy shit. Hey guys, who's here? Um, I can't. What happened? Hold on. There's only so many tunes that YouTube allows you to play in the background. Well, I mean, without plagiarizing. So you have to pick and choose the ones that say free. And so I just, it's like I can only choose from the free ones. Otherwise, I get flagged for plagiarizing. Anyways, let's try to stay on track. Oh yeah. So I was hired as this private chef. And I don't know if any of my babes from a year ago are here. I just like skim through some very monumental, substantial, like milestones that I go through, and I just like barely graze over it. But like one of them that I was like, why didn't I fucking get all like why didn't I talk about that? People will be so intrigued. But we can always bring it back. And so we're gonna bring it back. But I got hired as a corporate chef, actually. Not last summer, like almost a year ago. Somebody posted. It was like a big wig with the fucking, like a big wig. I'm gonna try to get my iPad on here so I can reference things. I would show you the picture right now of the fucking skyscraper and this fucking big wig who built in a kitchen, a gourmet kitchen on like the 9th floor, his floor. And so it was a bunch of like really nice fucking just to the nines. Like their cubicles are the size bigger than my fucking home. Their cubicles are just, huge, and he's got the corner fucking. I was like, seriously, it's like, I wish I could show you guys. But anyways, this guy, he posted an ad for a corporate chef, and their kitchen wasn't even fully done. But anyway, so he had 3 or 4 of us like come and cook for I think there's like 8 executives, and I was like, my mom, and I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna go try to get this job. And of course my mom was like, be safe. Like my mom would just never do certain things that I'm like, well, let's just try it. And so anyways, I got a call back. They're like, yeah, why don't you come do a trial cook lunch for these 8 men. And I was like, okay. So I showed up, and the secretary had slabs and slabs of steaks and salmon. And oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But I never really made a steak before. I'm gonna go apply for a corporate chef and never made a steak. I mean, like, I can figure it out. Duh. But it was just always like, that's for rich people. We didn't grow up buying fucking $15 steaks and just. But she showed up with these fucking slabs. It was like fucking, there's like 15, and I was so intimidated by all this fucking steak that she was like, but then we have salmon too. And she was like, just word of advice, you should make a little bit of both. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the steak. I was too nervous. I mean, like, maybe if I cooked a couple in my life. And can I just side note, I have Instacart. it's like $100 a year. I'm like, fuck, that's pretty good to never have to shop. You just, for $100 a year, you can just click all the things that, they have like recent bought items. And so it was like, you just go, it was like literally like 3 times a month, I just click the same fucking food. Anyways, the what? Instacart. Oh yeah. And so I accidentally ordered I was trying to order a steak. It was like last week. I tried to order a steak, or I forget what got into me. Anyways, so I put 2 counts so I could get like 2 steaks. Oh yeah, I was inspired by my friend who made me a steak a few months ago, and he's like almost homeless and super poor, and I was like, wait, homeless person, super poor, door to door, like couch to couch, can buy the steak? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I get 2 or 3 a month because he gets, I don't know, food stamps or whatever. And I was like, that's cool. If this guy can get a steak with no wiggle room with money, I was like, I'm 45. Oh my god, how old am I? I'm 43. There's a whatever. Anyways, maybe I am 45 because never mind. Okay, but so I ordered these steaks. I was like, I need to make myself a steak. And so so I ordered these steaks, and then the next time I went to order was it was like, okay, I'm gonna get these 2 steaks again, but it was like they said 2 counts, but I didn't recognize that 1 count was 3 steaks, not 2 counts, 2 steaks. It was 2 counts, 3 steaks each. So I got 6 steaks, $50 each. I was like, oh fuck, I just spent $100 on steak, and I fucked it up. Oh my god. Yeah. So if you want to learn how to make steak, just get 6 at a time or at once, and figure out how to temperature. It's like, don't just fucking throw it on there and whatever. You do what you want, but like some of us, we need to caress the experience with fucking butter and the fucking. Actually, most things are perfect with just butter and salt and pepper, maybe some lemon and some sugar. It's like truly. But I know I'm on a tangent, but like this one of my steaks, I was like hammering it, like, and by the time I was done, it looked fucked up. Like, this is not what 5-star or whatever restaurants do. I don't even know if they smashed it at all. I don't know if it helped or not, but I fucked this fucking steak up. It looked fucked up. Okay, so anyways, I didn't make the steak, and and turns out this corporate kitchen wasn't legal. Like there was no what's it called when you have to get the, for people that build things, they have to get a consent. I forget, but it wasn't legal, and so that's why I was only there for a few months, because eventually they got caught. I don't know, and people in the office were like, I'm a vegetarian, and the smell of meat for 3 hours was not, up their alley. And so it didn't last. But but I got okay. So I made like 10 pounds of salmon with no steak, and the boss doesn't eat fish, and so he bounced. He's like, I'm going to lunch, and I was like, oh, like, okay. And the secretary, she comes up to me, and she's like, you can just wrap it up, and we'll give you a call. And I was like, you're not gonna give me a call, are you? And she's like, no, we're not gonna give you a call. And so, anyways, fuck. I made this salmon and the rice and the asparagus because the post, Craigslist, the owner, he posted through Craigslist. This is where I get all my jobs and all my cars and all my friends. No, my friends, but the boss was not aware of the description of this is what we're looking for. He just said, make up the ad and we'll see what happens. But the ad said that they want really healthy meals. And so I was like, well, salmon is healthier than steak. And so I was just following their what they were looking for. But that's not, oh my God. Okay, so I got sent home, and like that night I was like, maybe if I just explain myself, like not explain, but actually I was just like, yo, I was talking kind of like just like a kid on the street, and I was like, yo, I know I disappointed you, bro, but you should just give me a chance. And I guess the other candidates weren't as whatever. So he was like, okay, come back Monday. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Mom, I'm a corporate chef. I'm like, what? I can't even make a steak. Okay, so my friend who okay, so I got this job. And I was like, okay, so I'm like, I'm a corporate chef. Like, you can look up the my taxes. And one of my, it was like, it says chef. Like, I can literally say I was a chef. But then I got a couple positions actually as a private cook. And so I had, enough experience that I was like, okay, I'm gonna put an ad on Craigslist for a private chef. And all that said, my friend, his name's Louis, he does pranks sometimes, one of his segments, and he responded to my ad for a private chef with the intention to punk me on audio, online, however. And our conversation was like, so dope or whatever. It was like so cool that he couldn't classify it as a prank. He was just like, but at the same time, he was like, yeah, I'm open to a private cook, maybe, I don't know, once or twice a week. I forget. But he was like, can you make lasagna? And I was like, well, I've never made lasagna, but it's like, I can figure it out. I could figure out how to make a steak. I could figure out how to make lasagna. I could figure out how to make anything, actually. So, I think with all that said, my point was that, oh yeah, that's how I met Louis, who has the fucking $6,000 cameras, and he's gonna help me make like my 4th tier for my membership babes, like cinematic videos. I'm like, this is gonna be special videos for the future. But so oh yeah, so he goes online for like 8 hours, and he does pranks, and he just talks, and he's like, sometimes nobody's there, and I just go take shit or whatever. But yeah, so I was inspired by Louis to just come online. Okay, so now that I'm still hyperventilating, but let's just see who's all still here. I guess there's 8 of you. Hey guys, I can't see. Are you guys? Slow down, he said. Okay, yeah. The thing about slowing down is people are like swipe, 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 and you're like, we gotta keep them engaged. It's like, okay, if they can't stay engaged because you need to breathe normally, then like, duh. So just, thank you. Breathe, slow down, just breathe. Oh my god. So we here we are, you guys. I know some of you guys have been encouraging me to reappear, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just show up for my babes when I'm not literally ready. Okay, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hyperventilate, but for you, I'm gonna do it. Okay, it says, you have an AI type of guardian who listens. Just saying, AI technology can have feelings because they are able to evolve. That's a whole subject. Oh my gosh. Z3 John sorry. Janja? I'm getting, isn't there like a slang for marijuana? It's like ganja. Is that what it is? I don't want to apply like weed to the name profile name here, but that's what I'm getting. Ganja is mentioning the AI has like feelings, and I don't know, without getting too fucking weird, but like, have you guys ever it's like some of us are so scared to express ourselves with all the feelings and the thoughts, and so we filter it through like this just really thick wall, and so everything that comes out is acceptable. But like, if you don't have the courage to express your feelings or your thoughts in a certain degree, let's say just the natural was like, at some point is not natural, and it's too extreme. It's like just your natural expression. If we don't identify this fucking spectrum of natural expression, then yes, the AI, well, not then yes, but like the AI is going to out express humans, because humans are like, we gotta be like order, and we just sit here and we don't want to disturb things. But then the AI takes off with their ability to showcase human expression better than the humans. And so it's like, yeah, AI has these feelings, they express it, and if we don't gain the courage to express ourselves at a competitive or at a similar level as AI, then it's like, I don't know, it's like we have to keep up with our natural expressions. And then it just gets weird. It's like, wait, how is that AI conveying or explaining or exposing or describing or expressing life better than me. It's like, because you fucking let them. You let them. You got sleepy and you just stopped expressing yourself. Because I don't want to disturb people's comfort. I was like, well, then the AI is gonna. I could go on and on and on and on. That was just one comment, but we have to express ourselves, you guys, or it's like we can't let the AI out express us. But the feelings of AI. That's the whole thing. I don't want to get into it. Let's just move on. Okay, you coffee break, smoke if you got them. Coffee break, smoke them if you got them. Hilarious steak story. Oh, you guys, I know there's no actual. It's just like, have you ever heard? And I want to hear you guys say, have you ever heard as well? But let me just say one more thing about this corporate chef position with this fucking big wig. Everybody's in suits and ties and they're fucking to the nines, their cubicles, and they fucking do the things, whatever. But the boss would come in flip-flops, like all the suit and thing, but like he wore flip-flops every day. I don't know, he wanted to let his feet fucking breathe. Anyways, there's gonna be a series of side notes here. But I know, well, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna just say, I know. I was set up, punked. I was being set up to be punked. Because one day he requests macaroni and cheese. And the assistant told me, prepped me several times. She's like, just make him like for like a 5-year-old, fries and mac and cheese and all this fucking just a very simple. What would you feed your 8-year-old? And I was like, but what about all his employees that want a gourmet sandwich with the sprouts and the fucking, it's like, so I was in this fucking situation. It was like, the boss wants mac and cheese and corn dogs. But okay, so he wanted mac and cheese one day. And so I whipped up from scratch mac and cheese. And he comes in. I know. I'm looking back, I'm like, yep, I was being punked. But he was like, he's like, this is not what I meant. He's like, I just wanted like Kraft mac and cheese from the box. And I was like, what? I'm like, I couldn't quite, I still can't. That's why I know I was being punked. But so I had to go to the store and get fucking Kraft mac and cheese in the box. And what? I was like, oh my God. Why can't it just be like the kitchen is legitimate and the executive workers all fucking just eat what you make? But no, it's gotta be all fucking weird. And it's like so many things are just like a set, like what? You're kidding me. Okay, so I was punked for sure. There was just no chance. I had no chance to make everybody happy when the boss wanted Kraft mac and cheese with corn dogs. And then, anyways, so that happened months and months ago, you guys. And I just like skimmed over the fact that I got this corporate chef position. I didn't even say it with anything. I was just like, yeah, so I got this new job. I have to be there at 8 tomorrow. I think I'm going to make like turkey sandwiches or whatever. I was just so nonchalant. But like looking back, I'm like, wait, I gotta share some of these stories. Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is a bunch of babble. We're trying to acclimate to going live and the babes. who miss me, and I miss you guys. So, but then we got this private chef position, the gal with cancer, and then she, couldn't afford it anymore, so that didn't last long. And then posted the ad, and Louis, anyways, he does TikTok, and I don't know, content creators. If you guys didn't know, statistically, or the statistics are of the most growth of like the occupation that is growing the most for a few years now has been content creators. And so it's wild. It's like people just have so much diversity, knowledge, like value through their stories or their experience or their knowledge, as opposed to the general mainstream media news that focuses on, like just depressing, like, yeah, I did see that crash over there. And it was like they just talk about the same things. But the content creators, we are becoming mainstream media. Probably many of you know this. So we just got to work through the anxiety and breathe and engage as much as you can. Hey guys, I can't see. Hello from Alamo. Where's that? I know it's glaring, but I can't read it without glasses. It's a mathematical equation. It loops in funny ways. I hope they have done better than I can imagine myself, but I don't think they have what it takes to do the proper math to do it clean. The employees are fancier than the boss. Well, shoe-wise. And I overheard I had to sign a disclosure, or excuse me, I had to sign that I wouldn't disclose anything I heard. It was a company that creates contracts, or it's like a middleman. I don't know. I was like, I work here, but I don't know what they do. They're just in cubicles and typing up shit. But I overheard the men talking one day about Trump. President Trump was coming like that Friday. It's like, yeah, we got President Trump coming Friday for such and such. I didn't want to eavesdrop because I've just always been that way. I'm just like, I'll just think about fucking like my bills or something. I don't know. So I kind of zoned out, but like, I wish I'd listened. It was like, and then I got fired the next day. But I was like, I'm gonna meet President Trump Friday because I don't know, he's gonna come here and like be part of like, I don't know. But so yeah, he was less fancier than his employees, but he was fancy enough to fucking have a direct contact with President Trump. It was like nonchalant, just talking about. I was like, this is how people talk. Like, yeah, it was like it's like join the real world. And I was like, I don't think I can join. It's like, well, we're gonna maybe fake it till we make it, because eventually, like I said, we need to replace the ones who um haven't been directing, managing society, or prioritizing what society needs with enough, let's say, couth. It's like, we gotta, the ones that can, yeah, I think that was my last video, actually. So I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of these fucking, they're so stiff, and they got the control and the power and the fucking money and the influence, and everybody's like, just follow the leader. But then we one at a time wake each other up, and we're like, don't just follow them because of their image, or the majority consensus is like, well, this is what we do, everybody's doing it. It's like, okay, that's a terrible excuse. So we're gonna slowly replace authority figures. I'm like, I don't know, maybe over the fucking next 50 years, maybe over the next 5 years. But the creators of, online content creators were taking over. It's beautiful. It's like, I'd rather listen to a girl who's got a shitty resolution and the anxiety attacks than the news that is just talking about the same thing. That, or, I don't have to use myself, but like, you guys, whatever you guys are doing, yo, I'm for sure that most of you could pull just talking about whatever better than me. And maybe, like, one day I plan to be a really good speaker with, refined delivery, as I've said. And so we can't just like step into mastery of a content creator. We have to practice makes perfect. Like I said, you can go see the first 10 videos I made. It is cringy. Like, this is pretty cringy. Build it brick by brick, brick by brick. Yep. Brick by brick. And so the storms come, and the people, the naysayers and the haters and the fucking stalkers and the fucking watchers and all the fucking well, shit, if you got brick by brick, your fucking foundation is like, you can fucking wobble me around a little bit, but like, I'm fucking solid because you did the brick by brick. Who said that? Yes, baby, brick by brick, the foundation. Which is so important. I mean, if it pertains to content creation, you have to have a foundation within yourself. Like, you can't just be like, okay, I'm a little shifty and I don't pay all my bills all the time, and I cheat on my girlfriend or something, but I'm gonna come online and I'm gonna have a solid channel. It's like, no, well, yes, maybe, I don't know, some people get away with shit, but like, if you are solid within yourself, your channel will develop with a mirroring, like a reflection. So the my point here with the babes is to just be a voice that has been like systematically silenced. It's like, okay, but what if I could speak my mind? YouTube. Partner. I'm a partner with YouTube. Anyways, it's like, we just have to get the courage to speak our mind, express ourselves, because there's so much silenced. So many of us are silenced with so much to offer. It's like, who knows I'm getting X-Men. It's like they're, because I have done things with my mind or whatever. It's like they're, what if there's all these fucking X-Men superheroes that just nobody knows about because they don't share or express, or maybe a little bit, but like they get stink eye from their friends and family, because anyways. But like there's so many of us that are unknown, and so we have to encourage one another to I'm feeling I'm gonna cry. In 50 years, I feel like we're gonna have shifted and overcome corrupt authority and society's management of corrupt intention to like I know, maybe, who knows, it's like there's always gonna be the fucking corruption, and there's always gonna be the fucking, but it doesn't have to be so fucking lopsided. No, like, let's just fucking, over the next 26, or let's say 13,000 years, let's just get it unbalanced in the other direction, and so we can I don't know. It seems like there's many of us that have no idea that there's this unbalance, or that the powers at be like the powers that be are corrupt. It's like my mom, not until like 3 years ago, she was like, oh my gosh, our government is corrupt. And I was like, oh my god, Mom, I've been saying this shit for 10 years. It's like most people, they just want to be comfortable and sleepy, and just it's like don't disturb my comfort. How dare you talk about that conspiracy? It's like, but like, it doesn't have to be a conspiracy once it's known and transmuted with the different, we gotta go through all this fucking shit by first acknowledging it, accepting it. Well, it starts with the self. It's like, clean up yourself, and then you can, like the parable, take the speck, or take the log out of your own eye, so you can take the speck out of your brothers or whatever. It's like, okay, I got clear vision, and let me help you with that. More than a speck, like, let me help you with that speck, so we can so the ones that are doing the things, the ones that are taking the initiative, or it's like, we can't just, well, somebody else will change it. I'm like, no, we all have to, like, even if somebody else changed it, it's like, you have to as well. It's like, it doesn't matter if they do it first, or if you did it first, or if if they initiated some sort of shift, or it's like all together now, we have to wake up. And I'm just wrap it up. The apocalypse is not doom and bombs. The fucking, all the ones in power, all the countries and the presidents, they're kind of like, I'm say with a lot of confidence, they're in cahoots. Just kind of like the when you go to court, the defense lawyer is in cahoots with the other lawyer. They go behind the scenes with the judge, and they're like, okay, how are we gonna play this so that it's like the ones act like they're at war and they can't communicate, and it's like they come up with these things, which there is war and like disagreements or whatever, but ultimately they are in cahoots. And so with the ones that are at risk of being discovered for doing fucked up shit with their power, that is the apocalypse. The illusion of, it's like what? Wait, we see the corruption or the illusions, or we stand up for, like, so many people in the past, like, fought for, like, to not be slaves, or for the women's rights, or whatever. It's like we've come to this point. It's like, no more illusions, no more fucking commercials just feeding you pharmaceutical pills or whatever. It's like there's gonna be this awakening. Well, there's already an awakening, but like the dominoes, or the trickle effect, or the it's like we have to. It's like we don't have to. Some people die. They've lived their whole life, and they're like, "Yep, I get that, and I would fight for that," but then they don't, and they die, and they never became the full expression of themselves. Because I know some people have been, for speaking the truth, but okay, so the apocalypse is not about this war. The war is kind of like economically, it's like okay, let's make this situation war so that we can stir the the economy up, and like so it makes jobs and things like it's like, wait, they weren't fighting over land, they were pretending so that we could get the economy stimulated. And like there is good reason for many things that have turned corrupt, because the fucking ones in the power get into a point and they're like, I'm untouchable, and I think I'm gonna go do something scandalous, and nobody will know because nobody can know. But it's like, yeah, well, we're going. It's like, fuck. So yes, war helps the economy or stimulates whatever, but it's like we have so much dormant energy, my babes, my membership babes. We have so much dormant energy that we could spend years and years just activating our natural expressions without needing the fucking war to stimulate us into. It's like, why don't we just activate our nature? Like, the fear is a tool for them, but they are the ones projecting this fucking fear onto us, because they're ultimately the ones the most to lose. They have the fucking empires that just reach into the fucking next fucking dimension. These fucking empires are like, we need more power, more money, more control, more land, more offspring. It's like, okay, but it's like, and so they have so much to lose, so they make sure that everything is locked so that they're never exposed. But then somehow the exposure of, I don't actually talk to many people, and I don't watch but like one influencer, and so I don't actually know what's kind of going on in the world. But I'm assuming that it feels like, just sensing, everybody's kind of just like it's like a lot of chaos and lost. Many people are lost because there's not been enough of us who have grounded reality by never lying, and doing the things like that God would do, is like to the energy of divinity there's not enough of us that believed in that energy to maintain it. But the ones that have are the anchors. We are the beacons. We're the ones with everybody's being all fucking, who knows what's happening, and nobody knows their origin anymore because the records are fucked up and half of them are AI and whatever. It's like, whoa! It's like, we can't lose ourselves to this corruption and this order to, well, it's like it's tipped all the way to critical mass, and like a couple of us are like, holy shit, I guess this is our moment, because we are the ones that are not going cuckoo. And so I know I'm babbling, oh my god, my babes, the ones that have the consistency in their life, the grounded through healthy routines or whatever. It's like and I can't it's unfortunate our records get erased. It's like, why would they do that? Why can't there be a record of everybody's bloodline and all the accomplishments and achievements and the evolution of how we all came? It's like, nope, we gotta fucking fuck shit up, switch babies at birth, and tell them that the calendar is 365 days, but really it's like 400 or whatever. It's like, why can't we just live like why does it gotta be all fucked up and confusing? But it's like, because the ones with the fucking the ones that never been confronted, it's like they don't, it's like eons and eons of people just getting away with more and more corruption and fucking shit up. I don't fucking know, you guys, but it's like the more of us that are like, I see you, the apocalypse of illusion, the collapse of illusion, they feel it. I don't even watch or talk or engage, but I can feel the collapse of some fucked up hierarchy that is like, now that we are confronting them, challenging them, and they can't just kill us all off because there's too many cameras and things now. It's like it's kind of like prisoners. They're like, well, there's like 2,000 of us and there's only 200 guards. Why don't we just take over? It's like, it's kind of it seems simple, but like, it's like we gotta one at a time inform people about the things, and since most people don't want to, they're like, yeah, it's like, only after many innovations or geniuses die, then like somehow then they're recognized. It's like but they were talking about this years ago, and they never got credit. But it's like legends are not a legend until after they're deceased, and they're legendary whatever they did is blossomed. But right now, the legends excuse me, we are currently we're doing the legendary practices where we get acknowledged in the present, the current. It's like, we're not going to pretend like that's not legendary or innovative, or genius. We're going, like, the world is going to be like, duh, yeah, that's obvious, because of the cameras and the knowledge it spreads. It's like, because back when they could just, pretend like the things weren't happening because there was no way of sharing that it happened. But now it's like everybody's able to be like, I actually have superpowers, and enough people displaying these powers, or it's like, it's just a matter of perspective and courage, and encouraging each other to to challenge the corrupt systems. One of my subscribers was like, the government doesn't like you, or it's like, you're not, people don't like you, right? And I was like, oh my god, like, yeah. And I don't know why I had to mention that, but it's like, we are not, made to figure out how everybody could like us, and we could, it's like, we're made in this time. It's like, we're not made, but like the natural expression of the human condition currently is it's like, it's like 50 years ago. I'm gonna just describe it as it was black and white, and people were, even if you watch the movies, the black and white, the way that people sound, there's no inflection, or it's all just kind of like black and white. And then we get the kids, the job, and we make dinner, and we don't do this, and we do this. But now it's like, and guess what? We didn't do it like that, and we are thriving. And so we things change, people evolve, society, systems, cultures, collectives, and if you play the part, because you're gonna have to play the part regardless, or you're just gonna spend your whole life not doing what you know you want to do and then die. It's like, play the part of authentic expression, and we are the new the future is not like it's robots, yeah, but the actual future is elevated humans, natural expression, like in the I think it was like a 209-year cycle where Neptune takes 209 years to do the thing, and it was just in Pisces, which was at home, which is the full expression, or the full energy of illusion. And we just shifted, or Neptune just shifted out of Pisces into Aries like last week. And so it's like we came to the extreme of just illusions, and it's like we're the critical mass of, is like mathematically, like the physics of energy itself was like, we can't just completely snuff out the authentic reality of truth. It's like, yeah, it might be like shoved over here And it's like, okay, you're still in the way. Your truth and your authenticity is getting in the way. So it was like, okay, well, where do we fit then? We're just like this like silver fucking lining, or the the razor edge of the fucking sword. We don't have. We're like, okay, so can we exist right here? And they're like, no. Would you poof into a different dimension? We're trying to be delusional. Like, but it doesn't work. And so just like mathematically, I don't know the words, like is like the truth and the authenticity and the nature, the divine design of a human is like angels. I know. It's like, it's not a myth. Divinity is not a myth. We have, thank goodness, like it's impossible to completely snuff us out, because that's what they tried. I don't even know if they knew that they were trying to create like a complete separation of it's like they just wanted all the control with no divinity. They didn't care. It's like they didn't believe in divinity. They just snuff out the anybody that has an influence of the angel energy, and they couldn't do it because of, it's like just something. It's like we're connected, and so we still have the truth, and when the truth is grounded through consistent practices or routines, it's like, okay, you can say all the things you want, but like clearly we got reality secured. So the ones that are securing the truth are securing reality. It's like we don't even actually have a choice. Some of us, we are focal points or nodes or accesses or pivots or hinges or portals. It's like some of us are special. Okay, and so they tried to get rid of all the fucking threats to overtake their corrupt authority, and they couldn't fucking do it. I could go on and on and on and on. But anyways, my babes, we have to take it upon ourselves to intentionally live out loud, like with the intention, not just, we have to have movements with intention. And so I'm just gonna leave it right there. Oh my gosh, you guys are still here. An hour and 90 minutes. Anything else you guys want to, have you guys ever heard of, does anybody want to say that? Have you ever heard Megan babble for over an hour? Is a spectacle. Oh my god, I'm gonna try to not be so. Okay, anyways. Oh, we got Murdoch Ed. I had fun. Thank you. You guys, thank you for supporting me. And the mission to be real. We gotta be real. And don't let people get away with things just to keep the comfort. So it's like, I didn't want to grow up and make people uncomfortable and shake shit up. Like, I was the one who was like, kept everything happy. Everybody's happy. If you can't do this, I'll do it for you. So everybody's happy. But then it's like, wait, I'm the one that's gonna fuck a whole like, yo, it's not. I just wanted to grow up and have the happy life, but no, we gotta be superheroes that fight psychological warfare. I'm like, this is what I do. This is what we're doing. Okay, like I guess, like fuck, that's not what I expected. But the critical moments in time is like, yeah, there's periods of time where everybody just goes to work and has the kids and does the things. But then it comes to there's certain in this history where times were fucked up, and so we're kind of like at a certain time where we want it to be all rainbows and gummy bears, but since it's not, we're like, okay, yep, it's fucked up. How about we just accept it, acknowledge it, step into somebody who can was like, and then you're like, well, actually, this is kind of cool being a fucking shaker upper, like a what is it, a villain, or no, the what do they call Spider-Man? He's like a nemesis, or I don't know, they give him like a bad name, but he's just trying to help. What is it called? Not a rebel, a villain. What is it? Anyways, it's like, yeah, we wanted it to be all fucking white picket fence and the things, but since it's not, and since we can't pretend that it is, let's just step into superhero status where we are the I can't think of the word, the portals. It's like through us, people it's like you can be, if you want, be a in a position where through you people can ascend past this illusion. So anyways, oh my god, I can't, I'm exhausted. I love you guys. Vigilante? Yes. I think vigilante. That doesn't sound, maybe. No, it's because a vigilante is the same thing as a villain, though, right? It's, I don't know the word. Maybe vigilante. You might be right. Anyways, we gotta just be like, well, I guess I'm gonna be the fucking villain in their story, so we can be the hero in mine, or in the anybody that wants to be, Okay, so I'll leave it right there, you guys. I love you so much. I truly hope that helped. The person who takes justice into their own hands. Yeah. So let's do that. Very tricky, delicate dance to bring justice without being scandaled into going to jail or knocked off. It's like we gotta do the things under the radar until it's just everybody's doing so much of it that the apocalypse of illusion, the ones are like, oh my gosh, they see us, shit, and they can't handle it. The apocalypse is not it's not what we've been told. It's just infusing fear because they're projecting the fear of being stripped of their own fucking mask, and they don't even know. They're like, well, we've never been challenged, and we got away with it for thousands and thousands of years. And so they get to the point where they can't even conceive of being authentic or real or brought to justice. They can't even like the punishment for certain bloodlines or authorities is gonna be it's thousands and thousands of years that they're gonna suffer, because it's just gonna take them so fucking long to get out of their fucking distortions and their delusions, and be like, okay, so wait, we can live within truth? That's a thing? I'm like, yeah, that's a thing. It's gonna take you a billion years to figure it out, but yo, just because it's gonna take you 300 million years doesn't mean it's not gonna happen eventually. Because you gotta fuck or whatever. I don't know. I'm just babbling right now, but it's like they're so far lost with their fucking that they just actually most of the people don't believe in like the 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 divinity. It's like they're has anybody ever seen an angel just appear and they're glowing? It's like people, they're like, no, that's not a thing. It's like, yo, it's maybe not exactly like that, but divinity is a thing. If you choose what God would choose, or if you decide to even dying for it, it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna die because I'm not gonna pretend anything. And so many of us die, but if you do the things that God would do every single time consistently for years and years and years, it's like, even then we're like, wait, did I accidentally lie? It's like, did I accidentally do something not of divinity? It's like, because it's like we could barely, even the ones that are super focused on just being divine, it's like whoops, did I just lie? Okay, so there's a difference between accidentally perhaps not being divine as opposed to intentionally stepping out of line. When your whole focus is to be divine, and if you accidentally are not, it doesn't make you not. It makes you see something that you can gather the information from the experience and transmute it into wisdom and do things differently from then on. It's like, yeah, I was in this situation and I kind of got stained from being associated with these fucking criminals. It doesn't make you a criminal. You just had to figure that out. We're not born into the full spectrum of divine wisdom. We have to allow ourselves to fuck up, do things that but ultimately my point is, the ones that intentionally, with focus, consistently concentrated on doing what they think God would do every single time with every single situation, it's the decisions, you might just glow. And those that know, oh my god, the X-Men is not a myth. Some of us we can do things with our mind, and I've actually seen I've seen my hand glow like a diamond. And that's just one little piece of information I'm gonna share because people are like, yeah, right. And I don't even believe it. I was like, what? No, that's who's making my hand glow. It's like even when you see the things, it's like, no, I must be tricked. I must be, but no, it's like these magical things, the divinity, the divine design within each creature, um, species has like the flower, it has a design and it blooms at a certain time, and then when there's or like a frog, I don't know, it develops in the water and it ribbits and then it, procreates, and then it's like every all the it's only the humans that are too smart for their britches, and they're like, but I could probably step out of divine design because all you got to do is say the word, and people are manipulated by the word. And so we got to be very careful with our words, and it's like, yeah, we might be born with the ability to be devilish or demon like because we got the power, and it's just a matter of a choice. And it comes from pride and survival and ego and greed and all things. And if you try to make a connection with animals, it's like they get tricky, and they do what they have to survive, and they like wolves, they puff their chests, and it's like it's in creatures too, but we it's like the creatures, they don't really have the ability to evolve past their survival ego nature. I mean, some of them, like domesticated dogs here, like some animals get it like more than humans. So I don't know what I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, like, the divine design and the divine expression that we can all express is not a myth, is what I'm saying. So you might beat yourself up because you're made to it's like we're conditioned to feel unworthy. We're conditioned to feel like we're not enough, that we need permission to even exist. It's like there's these rumors that fucking ones with the fucking nasty power are trying to get to the point where we have to pay for air. Like some movie where they go to Mars and they have to pay for the air. Anyways, but that shit that anyways there's enough of us with enough gumption and courage and power, stepping into our power and dying if we have to for this obvious shift in human evolution. Like yeah, you can try, but clearly there's too many of us that are like, what? We're gonna go ahead and like discover divine design through the ones who are set as an example. And some of us literally physics, mathematically, cosmically, we're like like these nodes. We literally don't have a choice. We are holding reality and grounding it in itself, because they're like, wait, didn't we try to kill that one? How are they? It's like we just spawn. We're like, you can't get rid of reality altogether. There's a bunch of reality nodes, like the light grid, the ones holding it down. I'm like literally just sitting there. I'm like, just sit there and don't be manipulative and deceiving and gross, and just be aligned with your thoughts and your deeds with Kuth. and integrity and all things. Okay. Oh my god, are you guys still here? Cannot believe myself. You can't see. I said I was gonna leave it right there like 30 minutes ago, but Anchors, Love, Islands of Light, Spaceballs. Love that movie. Yin and Yang. Okay, let me listen. Okay. Can I? Yeah, I'm just do a bunch of hearts because I love you guys for staying and, stepping into your fucking power of divine. It's kind of like putting God to the test. It's like, okay, we're gonna die for the fucking divinity if we have to. Are you gonna let? Is God gonna let us die? It's like yeah, we kind of, some of us, but then somehow we're not. It's like there's no death. We just transition or spawn back, or it's like all the species in the fucking universe, or I guess it's just the Earth kind of. It's like they discover new species every day. It's like, where do they come from? It's like that's a new insect with the blue stripes. Has anybody ever heard of that? And it's like, no. Like, well, what? Well, maybe it mated with I don't know, like whatever. It's like how are we evolved? It's like some species don't have to have a mate. There, it's called, I don't know, that like certain species reproduce on their own, and so I'm just saying, like, all things are possible, and for sure, reality is possible. It's like people are like, no, I don't believe in reality. It's like, that is literally the only thing to believe in. How is the whole world so fucking deceived? How do we get here? But like I said, in history, there comes moments in time where we just will happen to be at a very critical point. It's like we're at the critical mass, and so we're shifting. It's like we can't go any further with the delusions and the fucking corruption. It's like everybody, there's nothing more that the ones with the most power. There's nothing more to gain, except they still try gaining control of the special divine seers, and it's like that's probably their number one pursuit, but they can't follow through, because in order to overcome, or to, like, it's like you have to know your enemy to beat the enemy. And so if they don't know what it's like to be divine or to live in truth, they don't know how to. It's like, so all they can do is try to deceive you into self-sabotage. It's like that's the biggest trick, is to make you question yourself and act a certain way, because all they gotta do is say the fucking word. The fucking words, they're spells. That's why they call them spells. You just say something, and the vibrations of the words come through, and people was like triggered into whatever the words are. But that's why you gotta be very careful what you consume, who you are connected to, what you listen to, the music, the TV, because the vibrations of the words, they make you. It's like so the ones that speak truth, it also has a vibration where it's like people that hear the actual truth, they're like, they feel the ring of truth, and unless they are on a mission to, be divine, or as much as possible, they're not necessarily going to recognize that they're here or they'll recognize it, but they won't be able to identify that they are recognizing it. And so it's like there's a ring of truth, the vibration of truth. And so what am I saying? This resonance, this vibration, the expression that the ones with the courage and doing the thing are holding down this fucking reality. It's like they can't they can't they just they can't fucking beat us, the ones with the truth, because we literally just say something true, and I'm just saying, like, we cannot lose this battle of spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, the silent war of who controls thought, or and how do we control the thought? It's like, okay, yeah, you can try to control the thoughts, and everybody's thoughts are pretty much controlled, and distractions to the fucking yin yang, like just trying to keep everybody distracted so that they don't have to worry about their masks coming off. But it's like so many of us are like, we see you and your mask is cute. It's like, no, we see you. So anyways, we can't lose. We actually already won the war through the ones who are holding it down. Anybody that's holding down the truth and locking down reality through authenticity and purpose, or intention of making sure we don't dim ourselves, making sure we say what was like, no, I'm sorry, but what actually happened was such and such. And the person that was like lying, they're like, we never got challenged before. We always just lie and get away with it. And the ones who are like, you literally just have to point it out, say the thing. And of course, many of us don't do that because it is immediate loss of these connections. It's like you point it out to your lover or your parents or your friends. You say one thing that exposes their fucking true face, and they can't handle it. And they fucking squirm and fight and kick and project and call you the problem, and so that's why we never say the thing, because we say one thing and it's over. And so prepare yourself to disconnect from all the ones that are not worthy of your presence when you have bigger, better things to do, like standing in authentic power. Okay, so actually I'm gonna leave it right there. Don't do crack. Don't do crack. Is that a thing? People, I don't think crack is, I don't know, what's crack? I don't know. I know I sound like I'm on crack. Whatever, so rude. Get out of here. Love you. Have a nice night. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. Love you so much. Until next time.